Hello, everyone. Welcome to the new episode of Meeting the Guest Lecturer. Today we have Mrs. Laura Martínez-Mora, First Secretary of the Hague Conference on Private International Law, and Mrs. Capucine Page, a legal officer there. Thank you so much for joining us. Today, your lecture was about the Hague Conference, its work, and its family and child protection conventions. What do you see as the biggest challenge currently affecting children's rights in this field?
Hello, thank you very much for the invitation to participate one more year at this very important master. I think that one of the important challenges that we face on the day-to-day is to ensure that the HCCH Convention on Children's Rights can be applied to children. And in order for that, it's really important that states are party to these conventions and that they apply them as well. For that, they may need legislation, they may need training, and there's also a lot of cooperation between different states and between authorities in the same state. So we really think that this convention can make a change, but of course it is important that states become party to these conventions and that the conventions are there well known and well applied. For that we have different tools like guides to good practices, handbooks, and other data that we have for all states in order to ensure that the children can really benefit from them at the end of the day.
Thank you. And what perspective or experience do you bring to this topic and to the advanced LL.M. International Children's Rights? Well, I guess because the organization is working mainly on private international law, and that the master is mainly focusing on public international law and human rights and children's rights. I guess what we bring is really this work that we're doing on private international law. We know very well private international law, but sometimes we don't know as much, let's say, in public international law, or human rights, children's rights, and maybe in the master it's perhaps sometimes the opposite. That's the students will know very well public international law, human rights, children's rights, but not as much private international law, and maybe we can bring this bridging this gap sometimes, and I guess then it works in both ways. Maybe the students learn a lot, but we also learn a lot from the students. And what final message would you like to leave with our students?
I think it's important to take into consideration that private international law really can make a difference on people's lives. And we invite them as well to be part of this network that can really make a difference and can really protect children and make decisions on the best interest of the child. So I think we really invite them to work with our conventions and at different levels. Can be at domestic level, international level. It will always be a pleasure for us to be in contact and continue our cooperation together.
Thank you so much for joining us.